With the changing of the season, Andrew from Hamco Heating and Cooling is here again this week to discuss the importance of changing your filter on a regular basis. Andrew, let's talk about maintenance tips when it comes to our furnace filters. How many times do we have to change them, and are they all the same?
No, they're not all the same, Tracy, and a lot of them depend on the client and the environment they're in. So if you're in a home where there's a lot of people, there's pets, there's smoking, exotic cooking, it's a different environment. If it's one person in a very small home, no pets, no smoking, they're going to get more longevity out of their filter. And ultimately, what are you interested in doing? If you're someone that can change the filter on a monthly basis, you can go with a very inexpensive filter, but you want to be changing it every 30 days. If you're buying something a little higher end, maybe you can get close to 60. If you're getting into a 5-inch thick filter, you can maybe get 6 to 8 months out of it, or you can have a permanent filter that you're obligated to clean about every 60 to 90 days.
When we talk about price range for the filters, because I know that there's so many that you can
Correct.
choose from, if I go with the less expensive one, am I wrecking my furnace at all?
No, as long as you're on top of it. If you were to take that inexpensive filter and leave it in for 4 or 5 months, yes, it's more likely to do damage. If you're just looking to just kind of filter the air roughly and still keep relatively high velocity, 30 days is adequate. You just have to be more frequent with an inexpensive filter. When
I'm doing house cleaning and I notice that there's a little bit more dust than normal, is that my clue that, oh, I got to change my filter?
That's a good telltale sign. Okay. Ultimately, too, you'd want to look if you've got a more heavily bodied home, that's going to be more susceptible. Mm-hmm. If you're looking at a lot of pets, that'll show up there. And then if you've done a renovation, so you're going to find there's a lot of debris that may show up around the ducts, essentially drywall dust, any cutting the guys are doing, you're going to be more susceptible to dust. So that may be a time to change the filter. The filter is an indicator as to how dirty the home is. You may just want to speed up the frequency during a renovation, and then ultimately maybe even look into duct cleaning.
So the ducts actually impact my furnace?
Yes, essentially the ducts are tied into all the rooms in your home. So one quick tip for you before you even get some duct cleaning book is all the little registers you have in your home. Mm-hmm. Most of them you can just simply pull up, take a vacuum, just take a visual inspection, maybe just pull the vacuum down there, and that'll kind of indicate how they are. Some of them will actually have almost the equivalent of a shag carpet of dust in them.
Oh, and that does affect us not only through the furnace, but just everyday living.
Yes, as well as the quality of air you're getting, and then it's restricting usually the heating or cooling that's trying to get through that wave of debris to get to ultimately the home.
Where can somebody go to get more information on the products and services that you offer?
You can visit us on the web at hamco.ca.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tracy.